Hi, I'm Ron Jackson with Acoustic Guitar. I'm going to talk about a warm-up exercise with the major scale. Okay, I like to practice the 8 fingerings in the major scale that I actually know, that I've learned actually from, studying before. And I actually learned it from a book when I was in college, okay? And there are 8 of them that you should be able to connect up and down the neck. Starting down here, which looks like this. So this is what we call the C major scale in first position. I like to always relate my scales for every chord actually to a chord. So this is the C chord that goes with this major scale, okay? So I would suggest memorizing that fingering and warming up with that one. Slow as possible and fast as possible. Okay, and follow the fingering I'm using to warm up with, okay? The next one is this one, second position C, which looks like this. I like to use the C bar chord here to relate that scale to the C chord, okay? Now, if you're a beginner with these scales, I would practice this just one position at a time till you really know it, and then connect them up the neck, okay? So the third one looks like this one. Okay, so I relate it to this chord again, the C bar chord. So this is actually what we call fourth position C, because we're actually starting with a stretch like this, okay? Remember, position is determined by your first finger and the 4 adjacent fingers, and you stretch in and out. So I'm starting with a stretch here. Now the next C major scale is in 5th position, and it starts with your 4th finger on the 6th string like this. And I would play this C chord, which is related to to the G open chord as a bar. Okay? This is the most common one, which is the 7th position C major scale, and it looks like this. So you notice how I always start on the C, so you know where your tonality is, and I actually play the whole range of the scale so you know how far you can reach in that position, okay, on every scale. Now, this is the 9th position C major scale, and it looks like this. It starts with a stretch. You can play this chord there, or this one, which is the C major, from the D form open string chord. I could do it like this. Okay? Now we have the 10th position C major, which starts on the 4th string actually, the root, and it goes like this. With that scale, okay? And the very last one is a C on the 12th position, which is related to the open string C, like like that, and you'll play with your frets on the 12th position. It starts with your 4th finger. Goes like this. So you notice how I connected all these 8 fingerings on the major scale up and down the neck, and your goal eventually is to be able to play up and down the neck without getting lost in the same key. Like this. As you notice, I'm playing way up here now, but I'm actually doubling what I did down here up an octave. It's exactly the same finger. So these are great warm-up exercises for beginners and intermediate students to get together your C major, and I suggest that you also practice them in all keys, because you're going to have to do it in all keys eventually if you want to start playing other styles of music like jazz. Thank you very much. I'm Ron Jackson with Acoustic Guitar.